H370 left Kuala Lumpur with 227 passengers and 12 crew aboard at 12:41 a.m. on March 8. The plane is a Boeing 777-200ER, an aircraft that has an excellent safety record. The expected trip length was roughly 4,350 kilometers. The plane was expected to land in Beijing at 6:30 a.m. on the same day. The pilot of the flight is Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a 53-year-old veteran with 18,365 flying hours who joined Malaysia Airlines in 1981. The first officer, Farik Abdul Hamid, 27 years old, has 2,763 flying hours and started at the airline in 2007. Two passengers boarded the flight using stolen Italian and Austrian passports, reportedly were Iranian men who bought the passports because they wanted to immigrate to Denmark and Germany. At 1:01 a.m., the plane reached cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. 6 minutes later, the aircraft communications and reporting system on the plane was disabled. No further engine data was received after this time. At 1:21 a.m., the plane disappeared from Civil Air Traffic Control radar. Its last confirmed position had it flying over the South China Sea, roughly midway between Malaysia and Vietnam. At the same time, the plane's transponder, which transmits location and altitude, was switched off. At 2:15 a.m., military radar tracking shows a possible aircraft with a last known location just over Pulau Perak in the Strait of Malacca. The data shows the aircraft first climbed to 45,000 feet, turned sharply to the west, then descended unevenly to 23,000 feet as it approached Penang before heading northwest. Satellite transmissions that weren't turned off along with other systems showed the plane operated for almost 7 hours after last making contact with air traffic controllers. The last confirmed communication between the plane and the satellite was recorded at 8:11 a.m. U.S. investigators said the plane's most likely last known location was in a zone about 1,609 kilometers west of Perth, Australia. On March 10th, authorities doubled the search radius to 100 nautical miles around the area where MH370 disappeared from radar. On March 11th, the search area expanded to include land on the Malaysian peninsula itself. On March 12th, it expanded to include the Malacca Strait off the country's west coast and the Andaman Sea north of Indonesia, and to the remote Andaman and Nicobar Islands on March 13th. On March 14th, the search spread west to the Indian Ocean. On March 15th, police searched the homes of the captain and the first officer in Shah Alam near Kuala Lumpur.